Lesson 5, the value of biometric fingerprint. Please follow the next content of the fingerprint biometric value. Thus, we already know that fingerprint biometrics is one science to help us better understand the potential of the brain, but more specifically, which value the biometric fingerprint brings. Then after we get the data on the 10 fingers, we process through the technology of fingerprint biometrics, uses artificial intelligence to help us make the parameters of the brain. And we'll get a report of brain potential including a lot of content. And the first content we want to share with you is to help us find out more about the brain potential. We will learn about the structure of the brain and what is the distribution of nerve cells in brain regions. We learn about 2 hemispheres, about 5 brain lobes, about 10 areas of our outstanding function in the brain. In addition to analyzing the brain potential, we will know 4 quotients refer to our intelligence. Intelligence quotient, IQ. Emotional quotient, EQ. Adversity quotient, AQ. Creative quotient, CQ. Let's see which quotients that we have. The third content we can get is learning by absorbing model. Our brain will handle all the information we receive, but not that all the information around us is equally received. Have you ever wondered, the same teacher, but why do you understand the lesson faster? There are many people catch the information faster, but the others don't. It depends on how we receive information. Because everyone is a separate individual and we have different ways of receiving information from outside. We have 3 different information receiving models called VAC. We will receive information through sight, hearing and movement. So if the teacher just stood above and said the lecture would be suitable for those who learn by sound, by listening, these friends would be more interested in what the teacher said and the classmates in the market. If there is a lack of images, lack of practice exercises will cause boredom. As we understand more about how to receive our information, we will be more masterful in bringing information about the brain. Obviously, the more information we have, the more the brain will have to analyze and process it. And the 4th content. When we receive information, we will analyze and process that information to help us make our decisions, our behaviors. We have 2 styles. Style of information processing in a dynamic-minded manner. A person who tends to act when processing information will receive and act immediately. But there will be another style is when we receive information, we need time in order to process and analyze it more. So your heading style information processing. And since we better understand this mechanism, you will adjust your behavior better. Why are we so impatient? Why are we so deliberate to lose many opportunities, or why we are an extremely careful person? So how do we promote it? And knowing this, we will master our behavior. All of the above information is analyzed by biometric fingerprint technology for you. And one more content that today's young people are extremely interested in is multi-intelligence theory, Professor Howard Gardner. And here you heard about Professor Howard Gardner's multi-intelligence theory. In the past, we would point to the idea that people who were good at math were smart people. But with Professor Howard Gardner's multi-intelligence theory, there are 9 multi-intelligence theories. And each person will be good at a knack. Certain areas are not necessarily math, we need to be put in the right environment to develop our talents. Multi-intelligence theory creates a highlight, a major reform in education that people will have more potential and everyone is good at one area. And multiple intelligences theory of all biometric fingerprint report once again will show you that you depend on which intelligence groups. Through this multi-intelligence theory, we can be career-oriented. Through this multi-intelligence theory, we can be career-oriented. Obviously, people often say that we live with passion, we will succeed. So where is passion? So that brain region to focus more nerve cells. When you receive the information, the brain will secrete dopamine, gives you excitement. That's why the more we do, the more you get drunk and develop it. But conversely, if you impact on less nerve cells, the brain will cause boredom and inhibition. If we are developed in the forte, we will be more passionate and easier to succeed. Another content that fingerprint biometrics brings to us is understanding personality and behavior. We have the capacity, the potential to grow, and we will express with our behavior. Understanding personality and behavior is also an easy key to the path of success. The differences between the biometric fingerprint here is what? We have a lot of tools to explore in terms of personality and behavioral expression on the outside. But according to you, we can change the character and his behavior is not? We can completely change our personality and behavior. But the difference here, fingerprint biometrics will not help us understand what we react here. And when we understand the root of the problem, it is easier to change our behavior. Such biometric fingerprint will bring the value of what, plus tell us about brain potential, plus tell us the smart indicators, plus the model of receiving information, how to handle information, plus Howard Gardner's multi-intelligence theory, plus and a part about behavior. That is the value that fingerprint biometrics will bring. And we'll stop here before the lesson content to the next one to learn about the brain.